everyone, this is Sarah. Welcome to my kitchen. On today's recipe is an Afghan pastry. This recipe is very traditional. The name is goshafil. Goshafil in Farsi means elephant's ear. So this pastry pretty much supposed to look like the elephant's ear. To me it looks like a big bow. So let's take a look at the recipe for goshafil. Let's go to the ingredient. For the goshafil recipe, here I have about 2 cups of all-purpose flour. This is white flour. I have 2 eggs, 1.5 teaspoon of salt, 1.5 tablespoon of sugar, 1/4 cup of milk, and 1/3 cup of melted butter. And for garnishing, I'm going to use a little bit of cardamom and some sugar. So let's go to the making of this. So first we're going to start by beating the eggs very well. You're going to add the sugar. At the same time we're going to add the salt. Add the melted butter. Make sure your butter is not hot. And at the same time you're going to add the milk. Now slowly I'm going to add the flour to this mixture and give it a good mix. Make it to a dough. You want to make sure you mix your dough very well, and I have to warn you guys that this pastry is deep fried, and please note that if your dough is not getting together and there's not enough liquid, do not add water, continue adding milk, and if it's too runny, add some more flour. Now I'm going to let the dough rest for between half an hour to 45 minutes, and make sure you cover this because you don't want this to get dry. In my grinder I have about 1 cup of sugar. I'm gonna grind this. We need lots of sugar for this pastry. Now is the time to make the pastry, so make sure you have lots of flour on your surface. Try to spread the dough with your hands. Once you spread the dough with your both hands, now you're gonna flip this, and then we're going to roll this. Now I'm gonna flip this one more time, and from the other side I'm gonna roll this. We want to make sure we have as thin as possible the dough. As you can see, I have this long dough here. As much as you can stretch, go ahead. You're gonna use your regular knife, or if you have a pizza cutter, just take off the edges from both sides. And now from the middle, I'm just gonna cut it all the way straight. Now this side is a little bit wider, so I'm just gonna go from here and just take off some of the extra parts. And then I'm gonna start cutting from this side. So now you have all your dough here, just put them aside. Now I'm taking this, the other piece of the half a piece of the dough. Because it's thick, I'm going to stretch this to make it really thin dough as much as I can. So I'm doing it from the both sides. We want to make sure as skinny as we can get this. Now this dough is very thin, so you're going to take from the middle and bring them together. So when you bring this part together from the sides, you're going to stretch it. So one more time, we're going to go this way, and then we can stretch it this way as well. You want to make sure you stretch the two end side and just close it from the between. So it kind of looks like a bow, but apparently they say it looks like an ear of elephant. And just keep it aside. So I have most of my pastry here ready. Just let you guys know that back home they used to make these very wide and large. Today I can't make too large because my pan is round and I can't fit that size. And I have a generous amount of oil here. My heat is on high, and we're going to deep fry this. So in order to check if your oil is hot enough, just take a little bit of dough and just drop it, see if it's ready. Now we can go ahead and drop this, and you can bring your heat lower than high. So we're gonna go ahead and fry these pastries. You want to make sure that it's closed from the middle a little bit tight, and just drop them. With the help of fork, I'm gonna churn this And let this be nice and crispy. So every 10 seconds you're gonna turn this. So this is ready. It took me about a minute or two. I'm gonna go ahead and take them out. Some of them that are too large and it doesn't fit, you can just break it from the middle, you know, and this should be okay too. And as soon as you guys take it off the fryer, take some sugar and just sprinkle with lots of the sugar that I showed you guys that I grinded into a powder, so for like an icing. Here is our Afghan pastry known as goshufil. Goshufil is just a name, but it's basically a deep fried pastry dough. Make sure you have enough sugar in it, the powdered sugar, because this absorbs all the sugar. And I'm gonna garnish it with some cardamom, the green cardamom. This gives it really good smell. And you can serve this with your Afghan chai tea. It goes very well, whether it's green or black tea. And I hope you guys get a chance to try this wonderful Afghan pastry. And please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you very much.